In Japan, life is not a constant race. Unlike the relentless hustle we often see in the West, the Japanese have mastered the art of slowing down. Take the tradition of tea ceremonies. For example, every movement is deliberate, every gesture mindful. It's a reminder that joy isn't in the accumulation of achievements, but in fully experiencing the moment. People walk slowly, savor their meals, and notice the changing seasons. The cherry blossoms don't bloom faster because we are rushing. They bloom when they are ready. Happiness, the Japanese seem to whisper, is a rhythm, not a deadline. When we watch this lifestyle from afar, it feels almost revolutionary. Imagine waking up without the constant pressure to climb a ladder, to reach the next goal before sunrise. Instead, you take a breath, watch the morning light reflect off the water, and feel alive. Japan teaches us that life's small, intentional moments can bring a profound sense of contentment. For you, the lesson is simple, yet powerful. Pause, breathe, appreciate what's right in front of you. The world can wait for a moment while you remember that the richness of life is not in what you have, but in how deeply you live. In Japanese society, harmony, or wa, is valued over endless competition. People measure success differently, not by climbing higher than their neighbor, but by living in balance with those around them. In workplaces and communities, cooperation often trumps rivalry. Elderly artisans mentor young apprentices, sharing knowledge not for fame, but for the continuity of craft. Life is less about proving yourself to the world and more about contributing to a larger whole. This subtle shift creates an environment where stress doesn't dominate every decision, and people find meaning in being part of a connected whole. For us watching from the outside, it's a reminder that the constant chase of success can leave us feeling isolated. When we stop comparing, when we prioritize harmony over competition, life becomes lighter. You don't need to own the biggest house, drive the fastest car, or have the loudest social media presence to matter. Just as the Japanese cultivate relationships and community, you too can nurture meaningful connections. It's in these moments of shared joy, quiet support, and mutual respect that true happiness blooms, not in the empty applause of a race you never signed up for. In Japan, nature is not something separate from daily life. It is a teacher, a companion, and a sanctuary. The Japanese practice Shinran-yoku, or forest bathing, walking slowly through woods, letting trees and streams absorb their attention. Even urban parks, riversides, and gardens are meticulously cared for, giving everyone access to a natural rhythm that soothes the mind. These moments remind us that life does not have to be complicated to be fulfilling. Watching a koi fish swim or the wind shake autumn leaves teaches patience, acceptance, and the beauty of impermanence. Happiness is not forced. It grows naturally when we align ourselves with the world around us. When we immerse ourselves in nature, we remember what truly matters. The towering deadlines, relentless emails, and societal pressures fade when you feel sunlight on your skin or hear the gentle rustle of leaves. Japan shows us that life's complexity does not equal happiness. By simplifying, by reconnecting with the natural flow, we find clarity, gratitude, and peace. For you, the message is clear. Step outside, look around. Let the earth teach you that joy is a quiet, steady force, not something to chase, but something to feel. In Japan, work is often seen as an art rather than a battle for titles or wealth. The craftspeople of Kyoto, for instance, dedicate decades perfecting a single skill from pottery to sword making, not to become famous, but to honor the craft itself. This dedication without obsession creates a deep sense of fulfillment. The reward is intrinsic. Satisfaction comes from the act of creating, the small victories of improvement, and the respect of those who notice your care. Happiness emerges when purpose and passion align, not when validation from others is chased. For many of us, it's tempting to measure our worth by recognition or salary. Japan teaches that the journey itself is more valuable than the applause at the finish line. When you immerse yourself in meaningful work, when you invest love into every task, life becomes richer. Even if the world doesn't notice, your soul thrives. This is a revolutionary thought for anyone exhausted by comparison. Mastery is not about impressing others, it's about nurturing yourself. You can find joy in the process, and through that joy, your life gains a depth that no external success could ever provide. Japan's minimalism is not just aesthetic, it's philosophical. From tiny apartments in Tokyo to Zen-inspired homes in the countryside, the principle is simple. Clutter distracts from life's essence. Fewer possessions, fewer distractions, and fewer obligations. Open space for what truly matters. Moments with loved ones, quiet reflection, and personal growth. By letting go of the constant need for more, people experience a profound liberation. Happiness, it turns out, thrives in simplicity. For us, it's a challenge to resist the societal push for accumulation. But imagine the weight lifted when you no longer measure yourself by things you own. By simplifying, you reclaim time, energy, and mental clarity. Japan inspires us to examine our relationship with consumption, to ask what truly nourishes our hearts. When we focus on experiences, relationships, and inner peace, life expands. Minimalism, then, is not deprivation, it's freedom. And freedom, above all else, is a gateway to a life filled with joy, gratitude, and meaning. The Japanese philosophy of wabi-sabi teaches that imperfection and transience are natural and beautiful. Broken teacups are repaired with gold, not hidden away, symbolizing that flaws do not diminish value, they enhance it. Life itself is impermanent, and by accepting this, people find peace instead of frustration. Happiness is not resisting change or clinging to control. It is embracing what is, learning from it, and moving forward with grace. The secret lies in letting go of regret, comparison, and unrealistic expectations. For you, this lesson is transformative. We often chase perfection, thinking it will bring happiness, yet it only breeds anxiety. Japan shows that life's beauty lies in its fleeting moments, its subtle imperfections, and its unexpected turns. By learning to accept, you open the door to freedom, serenity, and contentment. Every scar, every setback, every quiet evening has value. Happiness does not demand relentless striving. It asks only for awareness, gratitude, and the courage to embrace life as it is. In that embrace, you will find a joy that endures, quietly, deeply, and authentically.